Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dixon. Today we'll be checking a very exciting video. I first saw this video on Abba and Preach. That was like my first Abba and Preach video. It's about a lady who had the perfect marriage to a sense, but ended up trying to frame her husband by beating herself up. You may think it is crazy, but let's watch it. But before we watch the video, my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by August. I need your help. Please consider hitting the subscribe button. Get me to 1,000. Before we get to the video, I will wait for you to do that. You know you want to. Just do it. Let's get into the video.
Well, now to a story of treachery and deceit. From the outside, they looked like a happily married couple, but when Faisal had doubts and turned to a lawyer, his wife took their breakup to the next level.
You're about to witness one of the most audacious attempts by a wife to frame her husband for domestic violence.
She's dangerous, very dangerous.
Watch how this woman astonishingly punches herself in the face, not once, but twice, later telling police her husband bashed her.
It's flipped my life upside down. I'm not the guy who I used to be anymore.
This is a story about temptation and treachery, a lover and a liar, where romance makes way for revenge with catastrophic consequences.
Well, I haven't actually heard of a scenario such as this, inflicting injury upon themselves in order to set up a scenario which results in someone else being charged.
If love is blind, then Faisal only had eyes for Asma.
She presented herself like she's the perfect girl on the planet.
He met her through an online Muslim dating site and proposed soon after leaving Western Sydney to meet Asma in Morocco. However, while Faisal was hoping to return to Aussie with a life partner, he now believes Asma didn't share that dream.
She's a greedy person. She's materialistic.
The two officially tied the knot here last year, and Faisal was hardly frugal in making his new bride feel at home. He worked 2 jobs, spending everything he earned on his wife, from Gucci tracksuits to leather jackets, rings, necklaces, and shoes, holidays and fine dining, parties in Morocco, and money wired back to Asma's family. A fawning Faisal says he was a good provider.
All this traveling, going back and forth twice and 3 times, and doing all the functions, receptions, engagement, jewelry, stuff.
A big warning flag. Never marry a lady that's never comfortable at home. If she always wants to go out, always want to party, always want to travel, vacation, want this, want that, run. Run for your life.
Probably I'm under 200,000.
But Faisal says they were constantly arguing, and in April, he walked into an incredible sting when he came home from a night shift at Woolies.
Yeah, it was all prepared for me, the whole crime scene.
The unit had been ransacked. Faisal says Asma was waiting for him with this disturbing message.
I entered and she just said to me that you think you are smart and you are talking to lawyers about me. Now see what I do to you. And she just ran.
CCTV captures the bizarre events that followed. Asma runs from the apartment and into the lift. She presses the button, takes a few moments before the incredible Asma attack. She gives herself 2 uppercuts to her face and clutches her cheek. She then checks her handiwork in the mirror. Seemingly satisfied with her self-inflicted punishment, Asma eagerly waits for the lift door to...
It's not the first time she's doing something like this. She knows how to injure herself. She ransacked the house, destroyed too many things. I think she was hoping he will beat her, but that didn't go too well. I'm not exactly sure, but either way, she was prepared to beat herself.
To open. She takes off down the hall and into the street to call police. Oblivious to what his wife had cooked up and concerned for her safety, Faisal also went to the police, where he was arrested and charged with assault. If convicted, he faced up to 7 years behind bars.
I didn't know that she's going to go to that extent, go to the police and forget everything what I did for her and just ruin my life.
In a follow-up sucker punch, Faisal says the police unwittingly helped Asma steal his things, which she had packed into these suitcases while he was being held at the station. But more importantly, Faisal's freedom was also about to be taken.
Did you ever harm Asma?
Never. I really loved her.
Faisal spent 20 grand on a lawyer and trawled through hours of CCTV to find...
When people say men have more privilege than women, I tend to laugh, because all she had to do is accuse him, make the thing look a little plausible, and even the police is taking her side, and he's treated like a criminal. Even without hearing his own side of the story, they are already moving properties out of his house without even concluding what's going on. Imagine if the reverse happens. My wife beat me. Police, help me, my wife beat me. I remember when this happened to Daddy Freeze in Nigeria. He's a radio presenter. Everybody did not take his side, even as he was the one being assaulted. So men, we don't get the benefit of the doubt. As far as we are seen as the strongest, then let's trust the woman first before anything happens. And we are seeing it in action. So let's stop this nonsense and keep saying men have advantage over women. Let's just stop that nonsense talk.
Find his get out of jail card.
And once I saw this, I felt relieved that now the justice will be served.
New South Wales police dropped the assault charges, but never charged his estranged wife for making a false accusation, an offence which also carries a jail term of up to 7 years.
So if this CCTV camera video hadn't surfaced, this man would be in prison for 7 years on a false accusation. But now that they found out that he's innocent, she's not being charged. The justice system is stupid, it's broken. It's broken because whatever evil that would have befall the man, she was happy with it. That is to say, if he is found innocent, she should have been the one to go to prison for 7 years, equal punishment, so that we prevent all these nonsense accusations.
Question is, why not? The answer is, because if they do, they're going to be embarrassed by what they didn't do at first instance.
Victims of crime advocate Howard Brown says it appears police failed to investigate Asma's assault claims properly and assumed Faisal was guilty from the outset.
So when you realise that someone has made a false declaration to a police officer and you can prove that she made a false declaration, you then charge her with perverting the course of justice. Police haven't done that.
Asma's statement to police is shocking.
Faisal grabbed my throat with both hands and began to squeeze tight until the point I was unable to breathe. He punched me on my left cheek and with his fist. He has started to hit me everywhere with the belt. He was so violent to me. I thought I was going to die.
Faisal suspects Asma's motive was an email she discovered he had sent to a visa migration agent. He says he wanted out of the marriage, which was potentially a threat to her ability to stay in Australia.
What do you feel when you look back at these photos of her?
Sad that I shouldn't have done that.
Should have known better?
Yeah, should have known better.
Asma has since disappeared somewhere in Australia, leaving Faisal to deal with the fallout from false love. He's battling away in average shared accommodation to help pay off his debts. The hurt hubby now wants his estranged wife charged, held accountable, and deported back to Morocco.
I am the victim now. I got used and abused over and over again, mentally, financially, emotionally, you name it. I'm the victim. So she did that. Now it's her turn to face the consequences.
Faisal says he's got a long road ahead before he's capable of finding love again, but says he's learned a valuable, albeit expensive, life lesson.
If God shows you true colors of someone, don't try to paint a different picture. Just stick with that. You'll end up like me.
Well, you heard it from him. If you see signs that are not good, run. That's my own translation. If you have comments, please leave them down below. I would like to see what your perspectives are concerning this particular situation. I have nothing much more to say. If a woman is not sacrificing for you in any way, then don't give her anything. Let's stop this tradition of I have to impress her, impress her, impress her, impress her. She also has to impress you. She has to lose something for you. She has to be there for you so that you can judge. Is this person someone I can stay with? It turned out that he's the one that, or rather, Moroccan dating site. He's the one that flew over, started a relationship. He's spending. He's the one that will take her flying XYZ. He's spending. Marriage. He's spending. Flew her back to Australia. He's spending. Gucci bag, journeys, vacations, different kind of things. He's spending. He mentioned that he spent over $200,000 on this lady. I don't know how much he earns, but you shouldn't be spending that much money in the name of love. How much has she given to the relationship? Is it equal, half, or quarter to that? I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about her time, her effort, her taking care of you, her cooking, her doing your laundry, her doing your dishes, coming to your house, helping you to take care of things. Has she been of help to your family in any way? If all that is no, and you are the one spending, that means you are paying her for her time. So the day or the time when you don't meet those requirements, she leaves the relationship. If you brought her in with vacations, Gucci bags, cars, and different kind of things, you have to keep her with those same things. That's why I said, don't marry someone that is not happy at home. If this woman is not a home person, don't marry her. That's my own. Most people in this community will say don't get married at all. I do not subscribe to that. So if you don't agree with me, leave your comments down below. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I need you. Yes, you, Jude. I need you to get me there. Till next time. Bye-bye.